Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Okay, this video is about two youngsters, and who I'm going to talk about first is one that we did a video, I don't know, maybe a month ago, and it's a young Australian called Daniel Arzani. Now, there's been quite a lot of talk about him lately. So who is he? Well, he was born in Iran in 1999. And moved to Australia, in fact Sydney, at the age of 6. There he developed his interest in football and signed for Sydney FC as a young kid. His talent was quickly recognised, and he moved to Melbourne, one of our sister clubs, and in 2016, and playing for them, he's really shined. He's an attacking player, can play on the left, can play on the right, can play in a number 10 role, technically very gifted, and in fact at 15 years of age he was selected to play for the Socceroos under 17s, which you know, is significant at the age of 15. Since then he got promoted after playing a year in the youth system at Melbourne. He was promoted to the first team, where last season I think it was 18 games he played, winning the Harry Cure medal, which in Australia is for the best under 23 player that particular season. He then got promoted into the first team Socceroos squad that went to Russia in the World Cup, and as we know, he made sort of 3 cameo appearances from the bench. Now, it's very exciting. Speaking to a few people who know quite a bit about Arzani, who made comments on the video that we made, like I said, a few weeks ago, they said he's an incredible talent, very quick, dynamic, strong, powerful, likes to take players on, and it's sort of in the mould of Patrick Roberts, which is ironic really, because it's just been announced that the rumour is that Celtic are going to take him on loan. Now, what's going to happen is City are going to purchase the player for around about £250,000, which is peanuts, and then immediately send him out on loan to clubs around Europe. But it seems now that Celtic are very interested, and have been interested for a number of months, since it was highlighted in around about April time, when the rumours that Arzani would be moving to Manchester City and then going on loan. Now, as we know, City have got quite a close relationship with Celtic. We've had players in the past there like Dedrick Boyata, Jason Denayer, Patrick Roberts has been had a brilliant 3 seasons on loan at Celtic, and now it looks like they're very keen on taking Daniel Arzani on loan there for maybe an initial 12 months, see whether he develops the way that Patrick Roberts did, and then take it from there. I mean, it's going to be, you know, one of those that we wait and see, but by all accounts, reading some comments from Thomas Sorensen, if you remember him, who is a teammate of Arzani's at Melbourne, he said this player has got the X factor. He's one of these rare talents that's so technically gifted, exciting, and explosive, that whether he starts a game or comes on off the bench, that X factor can change a game in an instant. So quite high praise from an old pro who's worked with him over the last year at Melbourne. So that's Daniel Arzani. We'll see. I mean, I'm sure something will be announced in the coming sort of days, weeks about it. But like I said, it has been around for the last 4 months. Now, just one other thing, I did read a few articles this morning on websites about Arzani and the possible move to Celtic, and I read something last night also. Now, I'm just reading from here. He talks that Brendan Rodgers was actually asked about this not so long ago, and speaking to BBC Sports Sound, he said, I've only seen him from the World Cup, the young player. he obviously came on, and I have a clear awareness of him, but there's nothing to add at this moment in time. Now, there is a connection, he said, between Celtic and Man City, which started well before my time here. It's not my job, it's not my focus really. My focus is working with the players that I have here and working with clubs to see what players I can bring in. So he's not committing to it at the moment, but it does seem like the rumours that are going around seem to be quite strong that City will sign Daniel Arzani for 250,000 and then immediately send him to Celtic to further his career and development there, which won't be a bad thing. He'll be surrounded by decent players in that league. It's not the best league in the world, but we've seen the jump in improvement in Patrick Roberts, had very successful seasons there, winning trophies, Boyata as well. So guys, what do you think? What do you know about him? Surely there's some Australians out there who watch the channel and have seen Daniel Arzani at close quarters. Please comment below the video. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to move on to another player. Now, the next kid I want to talk about is somebody called Adria Bernabe. Not Bernabe, but Bernabe. I think I pronounced that wrong. Right, if I haven't, then please let me know. This 17-year-old kid from La Masia, the Barcelona Academy. Now, he's an attacking midfielder. He actually was signed by Barcelona from Espanyol. I think he's been at Barcelona now since a young boy. I think he's been there about 5 years. And it seems now that he will be moving to Manchester City, which, you know, you can imagine Barcelona are not too happy about, because they basically come out and said, you know, we've lost two of our best academy prospects, one in Eric Garcia, who we saw last night have an exceptional game against Liverpool, and now Adria Bernabe. And I think they've got another really exciting centre forward, but it seems that he doesn't want to leave the academy at Barcelona, and City have shown an interest and I think are willing to actually pursue him. Now, like I said, he's a prodigy at Barcelona, attacking midfielder, very classy by all accounts. And I think what's going to happen is going to sign for Man City. We don't know whether it's free or there's any money involved. And then he's going to be integrated into the under-18s and the EDS, the under-23 team, where he can learn the system that the kids play there, very similar to Barcelona. And then hopefully will be integrated in another year's time into the City first team. I know it's a long shot, because I mean, how many times have we spoken about kids not getting a chance at Man City? We only have to talk about Brahim Diaz in particular, and the fact that City want to send him on on a year loan. He doesn't want to go. Yeah, I mean, there is the possibility that City will hold firm and say, okay, well, we'll sell you if that's the case, which would be a real shame. So, I mean, what the future holds for these kids, I don't know. Now, he did post on Instagram, and I'll show you I'll just read from it, but I'll show you the Instagram post with regards to the fact that he was actually announced that he was leaving Barcelona. This was translated because obviously it was in Spanish. So, if you have a look here, he said, today is a hard day since I have to say goodbye to the place that has been my home for the last 5 years. I only have words of thanks for all those people who have helped me during this stage, coaches, physicists, I'm not sure whether it should be physicists or physios, material managers, again, doctors, delegates, managers of the farm, or La Masia, the academy, but above all, my colleagues with whom I've shared close. I have lived very nice and very hard moments, and simply give thanks for all of the love I have received. So I think it's tinged with a little bit of regret, but you know, we don't know the backstory as to why the move's taken place or why he's desperate to come to Manchester City. But another very, very exciting kid. And if you can pinch two of the three best prospects at Barcelona, that must mean that they're pretty decent. So we hopefully will see him next season in the EDS or the under-18s City academy teams, and we can assess him further. Now, he's got rave reviews, and at the moment, I'm just trying to find his name. Yeah, former FC Barcelona football coordinator, somebody called Albert Puig, has actually posted an image of him with Bernabe and another player. I think it was early this week at the City New York Training Academy, and he actually had Bernabe as part of his coordination of the youth teams at Barcelona. He's actually now the number 2 for Dominic Torrent, who used to be Pep's number 2, and now is the manager of New York City FC. And so the kid's already out there with Pep and the squad. So it'll be interesting. Not sure whether we'll see him in the final game in Miami, but we'll keep a close eye on him because he looks, he must be a real serious talent. So guys, if you think you know a bit more about Bernabe, or you've got any comments below, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at the 1500. We've had sort of another 200-300 subscribers in the last 24 hours, which is fantastic. Give us your thoughts. Is this just going to be another academy kid that goes on loan, never to be seen again? As we said yesterday, you know, when was the last time a kid went on loan and actually came back and played for the first team? It's not happened. So is it going to be one of these, or has City's model changed, similar to the Chelsea model, whereby they're looking to scout the best talents, the best kids in Europe, send them on loan, try and see between the ages of sort of 16, 17, 18, whether there's something real special about them, and they can bring them back and try and integrate them into the first team, or do they just keep sending them on loan until they're maybe 20, 21? If they still haven't developed further, sell them, or do they bring them back after that first initial loan spell and just try and make a profit, whatever that may be? It does seem to be that we're going a little bit down that route, similar to the Chelsea one. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Well, it certainly brought Chelsea a lot of revenue, but also a lot of criticism. We really desperately want to see some of these kids, especially the local kids at the moment, some of the ones we saw last night, get into the first team, but it's going to be really difficult. So that's just a quick update on 2 other young players who look like we'll see certainly in the academy or at Celtic or another team in Europe next year on loan from Manchester City. Anyway guys, please don't forget to subscribe, comment below. If you're not a subscriber, don't forget, by the first game, the Arsenal game, all subscribers will go into a draw, and you'll get a really good Man City related prize to the winner who is drawn out. So not long left. You've got a couple of weeks really before that first game, so keep subscribing, keep commenting, keep liking, sharing us on social media. This is Andy from Man City Fan TV, and we'll see you soon.